Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have your attention for a couple of minutes. The Friends of the World War II Memorial commemorate important battles of the war, and as many of you know, we're nearing the 70th anniversary of many of these battles, and coming up on the 8th of May, we will be commemorating and celebrating victory in Europe, and only 3 months after that, VJ Day. We are slowly, in the fullness of time, losing touch with these heroes. We talk about the greatest generation, and I believe, and I think most of you would agree with me, that we are in the presence of members of what we call the greatest generation. One of the reasons Stephen Ambrose called them the greatest generation, with an assist from Tom Brokaw, is that these are men who in their lives embody what it means to be an American at our best. Among other things, they tend to be modest. We hear all the time, Jack never said much about what he did, or John never said much about what he did. They served their country honorably, with great distinction, with bravery. They came back and became great citizens, and we have 3 of them here today who distinguished themselves in one of the last battles of the war in the Pacific, in one of the greatest and also, if I may say, the bloodiest. May I introduce, first of all, Commander Cassidy, CPO George, and Colonel Riffey, all of whom participated in the Battle of Okinawa. And if I may say also, just briefly, a word or two about that campaign. It began on April 1st, 1945, shortly after the battles of Tinian and Saipan, and only a month or so after the Battle of Iwo Jima, which we commemorated recently. Okinawa was a long, long battle, bloody battle, a battle in which the 3 services cooperated together. There was no inter-service rivalry between the Army and the Marines. There had been else in other places. But that battle, which was ultimately a great American victory, led us finally to the sad but glorious ending of the war, only 3 months later, the war in the Pacific. Let me also say, in behalf of the Friends of the World War II Memorial, if any of you are in the Pacific, our sister organization, Friends of the World War II in the Pacific, you should go and see that memorial, which features particularly members of the Naval Service and the Marine Corps. In any case, I would like you to join me in a round of applause of these 3 gallant veterans of the Battle of Okinawa. Thank you, sir.
I couldn't even be here.
Sir.
I was over his back.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. May I ask also if there are other veterans of the Second World War present today? Would they raise their hand for us, please? And also family members, or perhaps grandchildren, grandnephews, grandnieces of participants in World War II. Thank you. One final request. When you go back to your towns and your cities all over the country, make sure that the local schools are teaching the Second World War, and especially the American universities. We're losing touch with these people. We have to keep them in our hearts and in our minds. Thank you all very much for being here.